Welcome to The Explainer. Listen, we are jumping right in today because we're unpacking a massive, absolute paradigm shift happening right now in e-commerce. If you sell on Amazon, pretty much everything you thought you knew about SEO is being completely rewritten by AI.
Across the marketplace, established sellers are waking up to a genuinely terrifying reality. They're seeing their highly optimized, historically top-ranked Amazon listings just lose organic traffic. Their keyword ranks haven't necessarily dropped on the back end, yet their actual visibility is literally vanishing. So why is this happening for seemingly no reason at all?
Okay, let's dive into this. The answer lies entirely in how Amazon processes searches now. The old way? That was a purely transactional matching engine. It basically just asked, does this listing contain the exact keywords the shopper typed? But the new way, driven by AI, is built entirely on semantic intent understanding. The algorithm is now asking, does this product actually answer the underlying problem the customer is trying to solve?
So here is our tactical playbook for today. 1. The keyword crash. 2. Meet Cosmo and Rufus. 3. The multi-billion-dollar shift. 4. Outdated tactics versus new rules. And 5. The new optimization playbook.
Section 1. The keyword crash. Let's look at the core pain point causing this massive decline for legacy sellers.
If your Amazon listing still reads like a keyword-stuffed bullet list, you're writing for an algorithm that no longer makes the decisions. Look, keyword stuffing used to be the gold standard, right? We all did it. But today, cramming disjointed keyword strings into your listing creates semantic noise. It actively hurts your visibility because it confuses the AI. If the model can't easily parse what your product actually is, it creates a hallucination risk. And you know what the system does then? It simply ignores your product entirely and moves on to a clearer listing. Section 2. Meet Cosmo and Rufus. Let's unpack the unseen forces behind this massive shift. First up, we have Cosmo. Think of Cosmo as the brain. It's this massive e-commerce knowledge graph that mined 1.87 million search buy pairs and actually over 3.14 million co-buy pairs to map out 6.3 million concepts across 18 different product domains. Instead of keywords, Cosmo maps human concepts. It understands that a search for a winter coat inherently means the shopper has a need for warmth, right? And wind protection. It tracks 15 specific semantic relationships for every single product on the platform. Then we have Rufus, which you probably know was officially rebranded as Alexa for shopping in May 2026. If Cosmo is the brain, Rufus is the voice, or the customer interface. Powered by advanced models like Claude Sonnet and Amazon Nova via Bedrock, it's a generative AI assistant. It uses retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, meaning it doesn't just guess. It actively queries the Cosmo brain, your product listings, and your reviews in real time to answer complex shopper queries. And this brilliantly illustrates the new architecture. The old A9 algorithm, it is not dead. Actually, it's just been demoted to the filing cabinet. It indexes products into a foundational candidate pool using lexical matching and sales velocity. But Cosmo and Rufus sit right on top of it as the brain and voice. They evaluate true intent to decide what actually escapes that filing cabinet and gets recommended to the buyer. Section 3. The multi-billion-dollar shift. Let's look at the hard data to prove this is happening right now. Over 300 million active users by early 2026? That is huge. Cosmo is already processing 275 million queries daily, which is about 14% of Amazon's total search volume. And here's the kicker. Shoppers who engage with this AI during a session are 60% more likely to make a purchase compared to traditional searchers. Because of that insane conversion rate, Amazon attributed nearly $12 billion in incremental annualized sales to AI shopping in their Q4 2025 earnings alone. This system is driving roughly 4% of Amazon's total GMV right now, and that's projected to hit $56 billion by 2028. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the upside for you. Sellers who proactively optimize for Rufus aren't just protecting their rank. They are seeing explosive growth. We are talking about up to an 18% lift in conversion rates, a 62% uplift in unit sales, and an absolutely incredible 70% increase in overall traffic and sessions. Section 4. Outdated tactics versus new roles. Here's how we actually capture that traffic. The shift is super clear. You have to stop cramming disjointed keywords and start using noun phrase optimization.
That means building descriptive multi-word phrases like precision ground German steel blade that give the AI full context in one shot. Instead of visually pretty but text-light A-plus content that the AI literally cannot read, you need dense modules with at least 500 words of natural language. And most importantly, you must engineer your backend attributes to cover all 15 semantic relations. We call this the death of Null. If you leave backend fields like material, target demographic, or specific occasion blank, you are actively creating black holes in Amazon's knowledge graph. If COSMO has a gap there, Rufus cannot confidently answer a shopper's question, and your product simply won't be recommended. It's that simple. Section 5. The new optimization playbook. Let's turn all this theory into immediate action. Here is your optimization hierarchy. Step 1. Rewrite your titles so they communicate the target audience and primary use case, not just boring technical specs. Step 2. Turn your bullet points into problem solution statements. Step 3. Fill every single backend attribute. Step 4. Write dense A-plus content because, again, visual-only modules are practically invisible to Rufus. And Step 5. Seed your Q&A section with real buyer questions. Let's move to and see how this builds into the specific checklist you need to audit this week. Ensure your title immediately tells Rufus who the product is actually for. Structure your bullets to answer questions naturally. Leave absolutely zero backend fields blank. Add 500 words of structured facts to your A-plus content. Seed at least 5 realistic questions into your Q&A. And start using post-purchase emails to encourage reviews that cite specific use cases. Why? Because Rufus actively reads your reviews to verify the claims you made in your listing. So, the crucial point is that while this AI optimization is mandatory, the fundamentals haven't disappeared. Remember the A9 filing cabinet? The data shows that the top 5 products recommended by Rufus have an average of 15,000 reviews and a 4.6-star rating. Traditional sales velocity, healthy inventory, and deep social proof remain absolute prerequisites just to get visibility from the AI agent.
Look, the reality is this. The sellers who do this now will own the AI discovery channel. The ones who wait will just rent it. There is a massive first-mover advantage happening right now, today. Every single day your listing is properly structured, COSMO's Knowledge Graph learns a little bit more about you, and your visibility compounds. I really want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to take back to your business today. Go look at your top-selling ASIN. Honestly evaluate it. Is your listing just a disjointed list of stuffed words hoping for a lexical match, or is it a true, deeply connected node in Amazon's new knowledge graph? Your answer to that question is going to dictate your sales for years to come. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Now go audit those listings.